Hello everyone and welcome to Factorio. I'm Par and I'm gonna be playing Seablock now. So, in the previous episode, what did we do? We set up two power plants, I believe this one, that is powering this rail block, and this one. It's powering this one, like this to city blocks. What I wanted to do, do they actually doing this one? I don't think we do. What I wanted to do today is the following. I wanted to, well, initially I wanted to focus and kind of continue building this power plant. However, I'm no longer sure I probably want to do that. Yeah, let's do this. Let's quickly fix this part. Because what I actually wanted, like initially I wanted to focus on power plants, but then I was like, we've been doing it for a while now. And what I wanted to do, I wanted to build this build that we have with charcoal, like this new build. I would actually would like to kind of build it maybe here so that we can move the spot, right? We can move it if you're able to fit charcoal build like right here. And if you do that, we could also kind of prepare to replace this things with power plant as well. So that's the idea. Let's quickly fix this one. What is the problem? The problem here is that we seem to be missing power for the rubber ports. So let's power them up. We'll power them up. We'll be able to build them, I think. Yes, most likely. Right, it should work, because this rubber port should be able to, like, it should ensure that this one is placed as well. Anyway, this will happen. We will build that thing. For now, let's focus on charcoal. So, charcoal, we'd like to go here, but we wanted to work in both, kind of, on both sides. So we wanted also to work with this placement of the reactor, meaning that we'd actually have slightly less space. Let's say we'll have this much space, approximately, right? Well, yeah. Wait, why? Our brick is not symmetrical. Interesting. And here. Oh, here we have one more. Right, it's not symmetrical. That's bad. We are missing a little bit of bricks. It's okay. It's okay. Let's build this thing. I would actually like to kind of maybe base it on this builds that we are using for charcoal right here. So we have something. I mean, do I want to? There's nothing special about that. Maybe I shouldn't. Let's just try to build this. We want to have 6 algae plants. 3, 4, sure. I probably want them to place. I want the stuff to be placed as close to the border as we can, and that means they will go like this. I have 6 of them. The 6th one, like this. Let's research something. What would we like to have researched? Stack inserter bonus. Maybe I should just focus on purple buildings for now. What is this? Chrome custom, that's good. We'll get it. Logistics. Is it hard to produce those? Not particularly. We should be able to do that. It just requires some titanium. That should be okay. More inserters. will get that, but it's pink research. Worker robot speed. Okay, I'd like this one before everything else, basically. Let's take a look. What's happening with our science? Yes, we don't have pink science, that's the problem. So we'll be waiting, we'll be researching the things. We have 13,000 of each kind of science, which is really, really good. And we actually have 5,000 of military science. What's happening with pink science? It's short on red circuits. That's okay. And our red circuits production is... I mean, it's going. It's a bit slow. It's missing aluminium. So we're short on aluminium, and aluminium is here. We just, I guess, not producing enough of it. I don't want to fix aluminium now. I want to focus on charcoal, because moving this block over here and figuring out the charcoal will allow us to build a similar block right here, and it will allow us to get tier 1 modules. Right, and for tier 2 modules, I believe we don't have black circuits, yes. So we will be able to get at least tier 1 modules if we do that, and that's what I want to, to focus on, because I think it's more important to set up module production and to have it like going accumulating modules while we're doing other things. Okay, let's see. We basically place these things. Let's turn this a bit, kind of like that, maybe. And we need to do the following. We need to provide the spot with... we need to produce a lot of slag. How do we do that? So we could have slag production, basically, happening right here. So this will be our slag. Maybe we'll move it a bit lower. That's our slag. The stuff needs to be crushed, so we will be crushing the slag. Maybe like that. Oh, actually, I have an idea. We have a really good build for that right here. At least I think it's pretty good. Let's copy it, and we'll try to make the thing work here. Okay. I'll try to place it there as well, and over here we want to have a slightly faster process, I would assume. Yes, this one. Chemical plant 3. Let's do that. Okay. Let's observe. Do we even have those things? We don't have these buildings. We need to produce them. Okay. Where is our mall? Our mall is right here. So let's say we are trying to get... Oh, we have faster chemical plants now. Interesting. Let's build this stuff. Just a little bit. I also would like to build faster chemical plants, because why not? And maybe also this thing. And what was the other one? This one. Right. Right, this is a regular one, this is advanced one. Oil refinery, sure. Steam cracking, yep, let's do that. What else are we missing here? We have better weather, that's good. Oh, and we finally got gold wire. Okay, this is really good. We can actually start producing it now. And produce this stuff from molten gold and molten copper. I'd like to do that. I would like to do it. Do we export gold ingots or not? That's the question. Here's our gold. We are exporting ore. We are not really exporting ingots, but we actually could just kind of directly let them pass here. Okay, let's try to do something about that. Maybe like this. Maybe something like this. And yeah, obviously we'll need to do something along these lines. Okay, good. Good. Let's get back. Is the stuff produced now? Yes, it was produced. Let's get here and see what is happening. So we are trying to have this built here, and it's going to be producing some mineralized water. Exactly the same thing that we actually want to deliver here. Let's maybe set up the delivery of that right there. Okay, like this. And I will use slightly different pipes here. I will use brass pipes because they're like longer, and I just want this build to look somewhat nice without too many extra things here and there. Okay, good. So we have this process that actually requires some purified water. We can give it purified water. We can flare, I believe, all of that. Do we have any use for oxygen? So this are all products, oxygen, hydrogen. We are not using those, so we can actually flare them pretty much right here. Let's do that. I don't want to use power poles for that at all, because I want to do everything with substations now. Right. Here is our flare stack. We'll have it. Shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have done that. Flare stack. This one. I want it here and here. Good. I also kind of want to increase the speed of this inserters. The inserter, let's make it a fast one. Right. So let's see. This part will be placing stuff there. This part will be taking things, and this one is feeding them back in. Okay, I see how it's working. That's fine, what we have here. What is not quite fine is the fact that right, we built this part. We have this one. We need one ore crusher. And the question that I have is, can we fit one ore crusher here? So if I place a crusher here, we'll need to move just 3.5. Okay, that's fine, that shouldn't be a problem. Should be able to do that pretty easily. This is water that we need. This is purified water, but I will probably be getting it from here, from this side. And water, we're also trying to get it from there. I am not fully convinced about that, to be honest. Let's see, and we also need to have a liquefier here. Okay. Let's see. So we will have probably fast stack inserter, grabbing stuff from here and placing stuff there. And here we'll have also fast stack inserter, grabbing things from here and placing them here. We'll have a couple of stack inserters there. And we will need to feed this part with water, which we can easily do just like that. Now, this thing should have... How should we do that? I think I have an idea. We can connect them directly here. Like this connection could be direct. We'll have a storage tank over here. I'm just waiting for the inserters to be properly placed, like this, I think, right? Let's see. 1, 2. And this one should be placing stuff over there and taking them from here. I think it should work. This build should work. Let's cut it from there and we'll paste it maybe here. Maybe like this. Right. So we'll have this connection, we'll have not overflow, we'll have top-up valve. Right, where is top-up valve? Because we want this part to work only if we don't have already enough things in there. And we would actually like to add maybe inline storage tank. Here. Let's see. Or maybe later. I don't know what's a good position for these things. It's okay. It is okay. We will have power connection happening on this side. And now, oh, look at that. We actually like are barely fitting in there. That's good. So we can have one thing there, another one here, and everything else we'll need to, you know, rethink, I guess. But it's great that we have basically barely enough space here to make it work only with also with the other, like this orientation of the reactor. We actually have some space, some extra space over there. It's okay. It's really good. So far, we seem to have enough space. We place this thing. We also place this one. What are we missing now? We are missing these things. I'd like them to be placed maybe like super close. Let's try to make it like that. And we'll need to have connection for the for this. Gas for what's the name? Carbon dioxide, right? So let's see. So we have 1, 2, 3. We want to use inserters here, I would assume. Maybe from this side. Let's place inserters from below so that we can potentially save on the number of substations that we'll have to place. So we have inserters there. Well, we almost have them. And that's this part. We'll also need 3 basically assembling machines that can pretty much be just taking stuff from pairs of this. Oh, this is looking pretty good. Pretty nice, look at that. Right. I really like what I see so far. So we can have these things placed like that. Okay. So we have this spot. So far, it's not taking up that much space. We will need, so we have this one built. We'll need half of an assembling machine producing wood pellets. And we'll also need, okay, we'll have to think about this a little bit careful, how to make it work really nicely. Let's say all of this will be placed on a belt. Like like this kind of belt. Because we are talking about 5.3 watt pellets, like this belt should be like more than enough to have all of that delivered to us. So we will be delivering the pellets just using, okay, fast stack inserter, sure. I mean, it doesn't even have to be a stack inserter, to be honest. Still gonna work just fine. So we'll have this thing delivered there, and we will need to produce, oh wait, misclicked, lots and lots of wood bricks. So we'll have wood bricks being produced there. Now, this wood bricks needs to be converted into steel furnaces. And the problem is that we don't really have that much space. I mean, we could place like a couple of them here, I guess. A couple could be placed here, but that's like 4, and we need 5 of them. So how can we find space for one more steel furnace? Let's grab this part. We'll move it up. We'll take this thing. We'll move it up by 1. So it will no longer be kind of symmetrical. Well, it will no longer be kind of the same everywhere. But I feel that should be fine, because we like it's just a build, right? It's just a thing. We design it once and then it will be copy pasting it. We just want, like, I want it to be super compact. That's the main kind of requirement here, and everything else is really not important. So let's see. We will have this liquefier. Well, before liquefier, we will need to fit these furnaces with stuff. How can we do that? Okay, the middle, like the ones on the bottom, they can just take like this material basically, and they could use it. The one, the other one will have to take stuff coming from the belt that we don't have yet. So we'll have to have like a belt with wood bricks. Okay, we can have it. We'll have a belt with wood bricks. I don't know. I'm not sure I really like what I'm building here, but again, like, if it works, it works. Because the problem is that we don't really have space for inserters to place things on the belt. How can we fix that? So these inserters, the distance is pretty long, right? So we could have, in theory, inserter grabbing stuff from the belt over here and placing it in there. Right. Let's try to change this a little bit. I'll place the stuff there. This inserter could be taking stuff from here and placing it here, and this inserter could be taking stuff again from here and placing it over there. So we will basically be feeding these 2 furnaces. We will want to use the same kind of feeding process for these 2, I would say, and a different process for feeding this one. Okay, with that done, with furnaces being fed, we can say that the output here will go over there. Alright, let's do it like this. This will be the input, this will be the output, and the output just goes on a belt. Maybe okay, we'll need to be placing lots of stuff in there. Should I limit it? Should it be fast inserters or fast stack inserters? Let's maybe try fast stack inserters because, yeah, we'll just try. We'll just try and see how it goes. This part will be taking things from here, good, and it will be dropping it right there. Same thing will be done here, except we drop like this. Okay, good. So we have these two furnaces fed now. This one will be taking stuff from there, dropping things there. I mean, we could even make it faster if we were to drop stuff there, but I like it. I'd like it to look like this. Now, this is the input. So we'll have input here, let's say here and here. And the output, I can actually swap this to make it like completely symmetrical. Kind of like that. Wait. Like that. Okay, let's copy this and we'll paste it here, here, and here. So, from now on, we should have charcoal getting delivered down there. The only part that's missing, we have a tiny thing that's missing here. And that is this header plant. And we're also missing this part, actually. So let's do that. We will have liquefier that will be getting what am I missing? I'm missing water. How about we give it some water? But we also need water for this block. Okay, let's see. How can we make it kind of work in a nice way? Maybe like that. Is this too much in terms of space? I'm not sure the spacing here is great. We could make it more compact, I feel like. I feel we should be able to make it more compact if we were to... How should we do that? So if I place it here, then can I clarify the excess saline water or not? Well, we could pretend that we could clarify it, right? We could say maybe we can clarify it because this line, it's not exactly precise one, right? We could make it go like this, and now we have purified water being delivered. We have all saline water removed. This output is getting consumed. We need regular water, and regular water needs to be fed here. Okay, let's do it. And right, how about we add a chest right there? We'll have a splitter right there. This will be our output. This is the main output. And the splitter will be prioritizing sending stuff directly into the chest. We could make it like that. Yes, like this. And we'll have an inserter inserting things there. Okay, good. Now the only part that's missing is the water. How do we bring water here? Well, this lamp will have to go, maybe over there. Or maybe we could have one lamp here, 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 that's fine. We could have a couple of lamps here. We'll need to figure out what to do with powering those, and I think we should just place a bunch of... Okay, we could have one here. We don't need to, we could... Yes, let's have one there, and we could have another one maybe right here, like this. Right. 1, 2. So we have a couple of substations now, and they are kinda connected. Do we have connection here? I'm not sure about that. Let's ensure they do have a connection. And if we connect the two ones below, then everything will probably get blown up. No? It's working? I think it's okay so far. I'd like to remove these connections just because I'm not sure about this one. This one's okay. Good. Now we need to somehow give water there. How can we do that? So we have a kind of block where we are able to produce water. If we place this thing here, it wouldn't be great. I mean, yeah, there's gonna be a tiny issue, but if you place it like this, will this work? And then we'll have to figure out what to do with this one. Inserter, we can actually move it there, and it should still work fine, I think. We'll try. We'll see. We'll see what we can do. So the question is, can we place two offshore pumps here? Or the alternative is to have the connection done like this. No. Let's have two pumps. Yeah, I don't like. I think it's a little bit. It's looking a bit strange that we have a need for two pumps. But yeah, if it works, it works. We'll try. Alright, what's happening now? We would like to ask the spot. Okay, not 45, let's say just 10. Oh, 20. We just need a little bit. And we will limit this to just one stack. We'll set the priority to the left. Wait, output priority to the left, like this. And it should work, I feel. Just need to fit some water. Over there, how can we do that? Oh, wait. Oh, we can't. Is this really looking that bad? Because if we left a little bit space here, then it would have worked much nicer, I think. What if you place this thing there? Oh, right. That's what I want. I'd like to do it differently. I'd like to try it slightly differently. Let's say we'll place this thing so that it faces in the other direction, kind of like that. And this part will landfill. This will be moved to the left a little bit. This one will be moved there. We'll have pipe going through that. Okay, nice. I think I figured out a way to use only one offshore pump. Good. This thing is working. They will be placing stuff on one side of the belt. I don't actually like that. I don't like the idea of placing stuff just on one side of the belt. However, oh, we can fix that. We can fix that like this, right? No, we cannot. We will fix that. We'll just replace. We'll upgrade this underground belt. That's how we'll do it. Because now what I can do, I can take this fast stack inserter and I can place another one that will be placing stuff on the other side of the belt. So this is further. Well, let's make this closer, further. This one is closer, further. This one is well further. I guess let's say this one is closer, and this one will be the further side. Okay, we'll need to remember to do that. Let's that part. Let's check what's happening with the power plant over here. It seems to be giving some power, so in order maybe not to waste the power too much, let's just paste the thing on top. Right. Like this. And it's probably gonna work. So I believe we placed all of these buildings, we don't have anything remaining. Let's just wait and see what's gonna happen once we feed this build some water. I mean, for now, I'm surprised that we are using warp speed modules here. For now, let's just give this farms some speed modules. It's not quite enough. You know, I'm really surprised that it actually worked with warp speed modules. Wow, that's pretty good. So the only thing that needs to be upgraded is algae farm speed modules. T1 speed modules in farms new charcoal build. Okay, let's observe what's actually happening here. This part is running, we are producing some... Oh right, we didn't move this part. So I wanted to be placing stuff there, I think. Maybe even there, to save a little bit. Like that. So this one is working, this one is giving stuff, this one is working. We are... Like, all of that seems to be working just fine, to be honest. The part that's missing... Why do we have filter inserted here? Of all things, we want a regular one. So what we are missing a little bit of carbon dioxide, which we should be able to get pretty quickly. And yes, this part. So this is the closer side of the belt. That means that this one should be further side of the belt, like that, further one, and it should be taking stuff from there. I mean, we could make it even faster by making it not change the speed, sorry, not the speed, the distance, like the length of the arm. So I feel like this should work. Let's see. Let's observe this. Let's take a look. Try to understand what exactly is going on here. Okay, this is working. This one not yet. It's not getting any carbon dioxide. Now it starts getting some. Like what, 80? Yep, look at that. The farms are working, they are producing algae. Algae is getting converted into cellulose fiber. Fiber is being given to these 3 ascending machines, which are just sending stuff in here. This part is producing wood bricks, and wood bricks are placed on the belt and are converted into charcoal. Just look at that. And all of this are going into this chest for now, so that our logistic requests basically stop. Right, we will not have any logistic requests soon. I don't know how exactly it's gonna work with some robots still being on the way there. I have no idea whether they'll be able to place stuff in this chest or not. I guess we'll see. So it's already completely full. How does that work? Oh, they're returning. They're like, no space, we got to move, we got to go away. Interesting, so that's good, they're not hovering here at the very least. And here we have a new awesome build. So let's do the following now. Let's create a blueprint of this beauty. So we have a blueprint. We'll include tiles here. We don't want... Oh, right, that's the thing. That's the thing. We are missing something really important here. We need to have a roboport. Maybe. Where should we place it? I feel like we could place one here and another one maybe there. If you place one roboport there and one here, this should ensure the connection, right? Oh, actually, we can even make it a little bit more compact. If you place it there, do we still have connection between these two roboports? Okay, 1, 2. Yes, we still do. So let's build another blueprint. Like that. We'll say this is charcoal. Let's call it new. Well, it's new charcoal. It's really important. Snap to grid, of course, 32, 32. I would like it maybe to snap in the middle. Well, how can we do that? X -5? No. -6. No, -5. This was good. This is not needed. We want the tiles. Maybe we don't really care about the sand, or maybe we do. Let's keep it. We'll keep the sand. And why I would actually like to increase it to be here. So let's have this blueprint. This is a new one. Let's take a look. It fits there really nicely. So that's our new charcoal build. Let's check whether we can place it, for example, in this block. So in this block, what is this? Wait, that was how our blueprint looked like. So we'll need to move this air filters a little bit below. That's okay. Here we have. Wait, it like takes. Does it take exactly the amount of space? We don't really even need to put them below. If like we wouldn't need to do it if not for our roboport. Okay, this is looking good. This part is looking good. This placement is looking well here. It's looking fine. Here it was also looking fine. So we can actually replace lots of our charcoal builds here. We also need to find like a good way of reducing carbon, I think. But it shouldn't be that hard. Okay, we basically can replace all these things here. It should also work everywhere else, I think. If it doesn't work, then it should be possible to, like, you know, adjust the layout. So this thing, right, we want this one to be gone. We want to delete it, but we'll need to redo the charcoal. So I guess in one of the next episodes, we'll have to just go and we'll be fixing our charcoal builds. But so far, this is looking pretty good. This build, it's working, it will get stuck soon, and should be producing 11 per second, right? Let's maybe go to our blueprint book and say that it's a new charcoal, 11 per second. Okay, good. Saving it. Nice. We did it. We managed to produce the build, and the best thing is that it can actually, look at this, it fits together with our power plant, so we should have, like now we should have space around the power plant. Well, this is supposed to be here. So we should be able to fit like both charcoal and power plant in every of the block that we have. So we'll do We'll have lots of work ahead of us to fix all of these blocks, and actually even this one, it seems, right? This is charcoal. This thing we can just cut off like a little bit of power here. That's okay. Because right now we are using 400 megawatts, but we don't need to. Right? We can disconnect this 4, this 4, this 4, and this 4. Well, maybe we accept this one. I'm not sure. I'm not sure we have. Right. Right. I think we'll have issue with this block, with these two builds. We might have issues with them, with copper and iron, because they are not built with power plant in mind. Right, power plant here. It doesn't really fit. I mean, it might be possible to make them a little bit more compact, but I am not sure. I'm not sure whether we'll be able to do that, or whether we even should be doing that at this point. Because we can always place power plant kind of somewhere to the side. Maybe. I'll think about it. So updating this one shouldn't be that hard. Updating this one might be tricky because we'll need to produce oxygen somewhere, but we could make this spot more compact by using better sorting facilities. So it might be possible to actually redo a little bit the copper build. We'll see. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. It's already 11. Yeah, we'll be able to migrate this one, so it's 16. No, 15. 15. This part we are working on, 3 plus this 3. It's like 22. And this 3 could also be migrated. So it's 25 already. And we have how many connections? We have 32. So I probably missed some of those, but it should be alright. This one, but missed this 4. So I basically want to move as much load from the main grid that we have here onto the like local inside rail blocks kind of builds, city blocks, power plants. Okay, let's see. We have enough of this. I am actually thinking maybe we should increase the amount of that fuel that we're interested in. Let's say maybe we want to have even more. I'd like to have, I don't know, let's say this many, 4 times more. I want to have a lot of fuel cells kind of to be in reserve so that we can use them for something in the future. Okay, let's get back to the charcoal build. Take a look at it again. And here it is, our awesome charcoal build. We will need to be like to somehow produce carbon from it, but it shouldn't be hard, right? Because if you take, for example, this part, and we'll need to calculate how much carbon we're actually able to produce from this one. But if you do something like this, I mean, we could even make it this compact, right? If you do something like this, it should just work. We could make it more narrow, but just longer, because we actually have enough space here to kind of extend the length. Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll actually have very, very narrow kind of thing. Yeah, maybe I'll have super narrow build for carbon. And then potentially, how would it work? So we have like a tiny problem here, because if I want to... No, it's not even a problem. Okay, it's fine. If we wanted to feed some external charcoal, we would be doing it from here. So this will be the input, and this part will have a priority coming from the left. That's how it would work. And then over here we could actually connect carbon, you know, like this, or something like this. That's how we could have carbon connection, and this part will obviously be coming from here, I think, with blue underground belts, of course. Or actually, it could even become, no, it can come from here, it has to be from there. Okay, so that's how I'm thinking about that. This will be the part that is like feeding it. It might be a bit tricky to actually do that with power plant here. Or maybe not very difficult. Okay, this is looking good. I'm also not sure now about whether I actually needed to have this much, bricks around, because it almost feels like wasted space. Almost, but not well. Can be. One tile of wasted space. Okay, let's take a break here. Thanks everyone for watching. This was episode 187, where we redesigned our charcoal build. I hope to see you in the next episode. Cheers!